The prison guards were inspecting the cell, they found a small hole in the wall. The seemingly solid wall was actually torn open by one of them with great force. When his colleague beside him noticed, he came over to check as well. They discovered the secret hidden within this wall, and then reported it to their superior. The superior asked who was being held in this cell. The prisoner was named Jack, and he was extremely intelligent, having earned 2 degrees while in prison. The superior rushed to the cell immediately. From the wall, the prison guards took out something that turned out to be an airplane design blueprint and a notebook used to record the airplane's design process. They also found a degree certificate sent from a university. The prison guards discovered 2 strange photos, in which the eyes of the people in the photos had been gouged out. The clever superior placed the 2 photos on the certificate. After careful comparison, he deciphered the message Jack wanted to convey. Jack intended to escape from prison. He told the prison guards not to touch these things and quickly ran to report the matter to his superior. Just as he ran out of the door, one prison guard walked over and picked up a box on the bed. Another prison guard advised him not to touch it, but he carelessly opened the box. The timing device was activated, and the box turned out to be a homemade bomb. 3 prison guards were killed in the explosion. This airplane was an airborne prison holding many extremely dangerous criminals, including the murderer Danny, the highly intelligent Jack, the guerrilla leader Frank, Eddie who had just been released today, and the undercover police officer Addison. When the plane had just taken off, Jack glanced at Frank, and then they both slowly pulled out a pre-prepared needle from the skin of their palms. While the prison guards weren't noticing them, they used the needles to unlock their handcuffs. Mike spat out a piece of thread from his mouth. He gently pulled one end of the thread and then took out a bag from his mouth. When he opened the bag, there was actually a match and a small box of gasoline inside. Jack nodded to him, indicating that he could take action. Upon receiving the instruction, Mike bit through the box containing gasoline and spilled the gasoline on the prisoner beside him. The adjacent prisoner asked him in surprise what he was doing. Before Mike could answer, he lit the match and threw it at the nearby prisoner. The gasoline caught fire the moment it came into contact with the flame, and the prisoner screamed in pain. Chaos ensued inside the plane. The female prison guard called the cockpit and told them about the fire. Taking advantage of the situation, Mike took the keys hanging from the female prison guard's waist and opened the cell. Frank ran out of the cell and used his handcuffs to deal with one prison guard. Eddie could only watch helplessly as he was locked with handcuffs. The prison guards who received the signal quickly ran out, took out their stun guns, and subdued Frank. Jack told Mike to open his cell. The co-pilot took out a pistol from the safe. Mike opened the cell where Jack was being held. After escaping from the cell, Jack walked towards the cockpit and happened to encounter the co-pilot coming out with a gun. After a fight, he dealt with the co-pilot and took the pistol. Jack entered the cockpit with the gun. He used the gun to prevent the captain from sending a distress signal to the ground and threatened him not to call the police. Then he went to the cabin and fired a shot beside him. Everyone stopped their actions when they heard the gunshot. For the time being, Mike had control of the plane.